Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and I want to talk about Spider-Girl. And the reason why I want to talk about Spider-Girl is because I'm sick of Spider-Gwen. I think I've made that perfectly well clear, but I'm just saying, if you need to do a Spider-Girl, Mayday Parker should have been the Spider-Girl character that you focus on. I'm sick of Gwen Stacy in any kind of form, and this is it. Like I said, the only time I want to see Gwen is if we're talking about one of them clones or her children that she had with Norman Osborn. If it ain't none of that, then I don't want to see it. That's why I'm so flabbergasted with the Gwenverse. That's just dumb. Like, I hope whoever doing the Gwenverse thing, I hope they kill all of the Gwens off except for Spider-Gwen. And like I said, have her have one final outing and then kill her ass off. I'm sick of them. I'm sick of it. All the super being versions of Gwen Stacy gots to go. They do. They gotta go. I'm over it. I've never been so milk tired of a character. I mean, there are some characters, but Spider-Gwen aggravates my nerves. And because she's Gwen Stacy, that's the major problem. If she wasn't Gwen Stacy, sure. But because she is Gwen Stacy, she gots to go. She gotta go. But the reason why I want to talk about Mayday Parker is because I remember growing up when I was a little bit young, I used to have a few Spider-Girl comic books. Great character, by the way. And I noticed how they've been trying to incorporate Spider-Gwen into everything. How come you can't do that with Spider-Girl instead? You know? Like, instead of, like, for instance, like, they had Miles Morales and Spider-Gwen, you know, fall for each other, and have crushes for each other. And then they added that to a lot of material, even outside the comic books. And I'm like, no, that's stupid. What you should have did, and probably would have been a smarter idea, is what if Miles Morales and Mayday Parker start feeling for each other? Like, they're interdimensional boyfriend and girlfriend. You get what I'm saying? Because, you know, she has her own universe that she's Spider-Girl in. And that would be really cool to kind of see, like, Miles Morales falling in love with the future potential of Spider-Man. Or even then, if we can take this even further, is what if we return Mayday Parker? Because remember, at the end of that Nick Spencer one, Mephisto, the reason why he separated Mary Jane and Peter was because of the worry of Mayday Parker ruining whatever plans he had. Okay, y'all forgot that Mary Jane and Peter actually have a child that was supposedly claimed stillborn, but Norman Osborn took the baby. Now, what if this baby grows up and becomes an enemy of Spider-Man without knowing that she's his daughter or Mary Jane's daughter? Like, that would be something really cool. And I would think it'll be like a last laugh of Norman Osborn after being humiliated during that whole Kendrick event. You can have him be like, okay, Peter, okay, Mary Jane, I got something for you. You tried to rob my children from me. I got something better for y'all. And then, you know, we can sow the seeds of, you know, Mayday Parker without realizing it's her, or whatever other name they want to give the character. She doesn't have to be Mayday Parker if they don't want to. But she could be like a little linchpin in Spider-Man's, you know, fight to, you know, whatever Peter is doing. You know, I guess after the Spider-Man Beyond event, that could be really cool when he returns as Spider-Man. And even then, you can also add that to, like, Miles Morales. That could be something that Miles can deal with first. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, even though this character, even though she came to attack Peter or whatever, and Peter couldn't really sense her or whatever and stuff like that, disappear or whatever. And for Norman's plan, he wants to get to Spider-Man. How do you get to Spider-Man? He sends her out to strategically take out the other Spider-Man. So she takes out, like, both Scarlet Spiders. She takes out Silk, Spider-Gwen, Julia, but not like kill her, She doesn't kill them. She just takes them out. And her last stop is Miles Morales. And she goes undercover at his school, and they kind of start liking each other without realizing that each other is the person that they're after. You know what I'm saying? So that could be something really cool. You can lead that into a cool storyline for Miles and, Mayday Parker to actually kind of fall in love. And this could be a main continuity Mayday Parker. And then you can officially, after the whole events of, her and Miles falling in love, and then when she realized that Miles Morales, she was there to kill him or to take him to Norman or whatever, but she ended up falling for him because she starts spending more time with him. She starts becoming more human because she hasn't really been human much because she was trained to be a weapon. That can be something really cool, and they'll have something for Miles to do, that's something that Peter can't do besides, you know what I'm saying? Because, when since she's a teenager, why not have another teenager connect with her? I'm not saying that Peter and Mary Jane couldn't do it or anything, but that'll be really something kind of cool. And then, of course, when it's time for her to take Miles on, she couldn't, or she gets brainwashed to defeat Miles Morales, and then Miles discovers the face behind the person that's been after him and Peter, and then you find out that is the girl that he fell in love with. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be something like that. I know it's me spitballing ideas. I don't really have time to really plan it out like I really want to, but I'm just saying, if Marvel really needs a Spider-Girl, let's use Spider-Girls that we have, and let's stop using Gwen Stacy. Like, seriously, let's leave it alone. After Gwenverse, y'all need to go ahead and put a linchpin in that one and just get the hell on. But that's what I'm saying. I'm just spitballing the idea that hasn't been done, that y'all haven't done with, that could actually work. And then, even then, think about this. After the events and after Peter and Mary Jane recover their daughter or whatever, that could bring in Mephisto even more. That could bring in Doctor Strange. That can also reawaken, Mary Jane and Peter's memories of being married for you know what I'm saying? Some magical, mystical, mumbo jumbo stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because they were pregnant, and Mary Jane did have a baby girl beforehand. So it's not impossible. That's all I'm saying. And then you kind of have to deal with, like, Miles and Mayday Parker being a item where Peter's like, oh God, they're going to be more than what they are. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be something that Peter wouldn't want to deal with, but he has to now because of the whole situation of, his daughter that he didn't know he had is now also in love with Miles Morales. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all gotta. But you see what I'm saying? Like, it's just an idea to have, and I think it'll be cute. I think I would rather see Mayday Parker with Miles Morales before I see Miles Morales with Spider-Gwen. It's a Gwen Stacy. It's something that Peter already had. I don't understand why Marvel thought that was a good idea. Like, oh God, it was even annoying to see her back in that trailer, because I'm like, oh man. I mean, I know she's not really the same Gwen Stacy as Gwen Stacy, but she is Gwen Stacy, and when I think about Gwen Stacy, I don't think about Spider-Gwen. I think about, Peter Parker's girlfriend. And that's what I see her as. I see her as an alternate version of Peter's girlfriend. Why would I want Miles to have that same alternate version of her? That's weird. That's weird. So why not you do Mayday Parker? At least it would make more logical sense. At least it'd be something. I mean, I'm just giving an idea. I just want to see Mayday Parker return, either her M2 self, or you can bring the child that Norman and them kidnapped years ago, that people tend to forget, and do something with that. I'm just saying. I think that'll be really cool, and I think that'll be a good idea. Babe, you tell me what you guys think. You tell me, hey, do you want to see Mayday Parker replace Spider-Gwen? The answer is yes. The answer is yes. As the main Spider-Girl that they want to promote a lot, yes. You know, Mayday Parker should always be ahead of Spider-Gwen. Absolutely. I mean, or do you have other ideas? Tell me what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.